Hello random viewers and welcome to the 11th episode of my Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. So, you may notice that this is my first video in 1080p, so pixel quality will be a lot better, and that should be great. Oh, hang on, gotta pause this. Sorry about that. So, I think I need to change some settings really quick. I want to turn down the master volume slightly more, because I'm sure it's a bit loud. There we go. Apply that. There, that should do it, because I've been doing a lot of testing to get the audio quality just right. I'm on a completely new computer, so everything's different. So we're going to go back into our save, and then we're going to do some things. So we've got these 3 contracts active. Oh, that's archives. They're similar looking words, okay? It's confusing. They all start with A. I don't know. It's hard. So we've got these 3 contracts. These 2 we can do in one launch, and this shouldn't be too difficult. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go back to the moon. I can't remember if I've showed this launcher before. I've been working on a new launcher for going to the moon that preferably will not run out of fuel. That is the general idea. Yes. I don't think I have shown this. Oh, anyways, what was I going to say? Is this the one that I did? Yeah, here it is. There's no more flickering lines. Because I'm on a PC, I don't have to worry about that stupid Mac bias anymore. Game developers really don't seem to care about Mac versions as much. So now that I'm playing on PC, we're going to have a lot less bugs, a lot less glitches. It's going to look a lot nicer. So, the big issue with this rocket was it being overweight. As you can see, it's almost exactly at our weight limit of 140 tons. I had to remove some of the engines from here. This, if you remember from my previous episode, this is the same launcher for that probe that went out into interplanetary space briefly. I had to remove one of the 4 engines here and bring it down just to 3 because they increased the weight too much. This lander can go to the moon and land and come back without running out of fuel, preferably like the older version. I'm sure you remember that, and that was a bit embarrassing. And that strut did not transfer over very well. I built this on my Mac. Yeah, that strut looks terrible. Can I edit it, please? I'm gonna hit this and this. Where did that strut go? There it is. Okay. Sorry. It must be perfect. It's better. I'll deal with it. So I believe everything's ready to go, so we can go to the moon now. And yeah, you'll see that the quality of everything's going to be a lot better, because this computer is roughly, I'd say, 4 times as good as my old computer. So I always do that. So yeah, the frame rate's going to be great. Oh, no more flickering flag. And as you can see, I was able to turn it up to full graphics. No problem at all. So I'm going to get Resource tab up, engage SAS. Oh, and I can finally use cap locks now to do fine-tune control. Don't have to change it to tab, because again, Mac bias is gone now. I'm playing on PC. It's great. That should be everything. I'm going to throttle up to full power briefly, and ooh, it's Jebediah. Do we want Jebediah? Sure. I haven't played Kerbal in a while. Jebediah can go back to the moon. Whatever. And yeah, here we go. Okay. Oh, wow. I was going to say, real Plume doesn't look right. That engine exhaust should not be on top of the engine bell. Oh wait, that's just my steering engines. Anyways, enjoy the sped up version of the launch. So that's us in orbit, and oh, that's the satellite contract we accepted, I do believe. So now we're going to set our target for the moon. And what's our inclination? 0.1. That's pretty good. The moon probably... Actually, now is about the time to go. So, is the moon above the horizon yet? No, but it's about to be. It's time to ignite the engines. Don't even need a maneuver node for this. I think I'm capable. Yeah. The moon will be coming over the horizon any second now, and it's just before that you want to start your engines. I've done a lot of testing with this. So this should get us those contracts that we wanted. Plant a flag on the moon and transmit or recover. Scientific data from the surface of the moon. Yeah, that's what that says. This should be fine. Yeah, I can't remember how far that last stage got me in the tests, but I know that this one goes quite a ways. Yeah, we've only used a small portion of the fuel. These outer tanks here, they, what about it? Yeah, they drain into this one, so we still have plenty of fuel in the center tank. In my tests, we had tons of fuel left over. It's gonna be fine. Don't have to worry about it going bad very much at all. We're on pretty much completely opposite sides of the inclination, so there's not really much we can do about it. Yeah, I'll come back when we're in orbit around the moon. This is dull and boring, so yeah. So we're now in orbit around the moon. You can see how nice it looks with the improved graphics. Everything looks a lot nicer. You can see a lot of the detail. Yeah, never got to do this on my Mac. I had to play it in a tiny window about the size of what the moon is on your screen now. So that was pretty awful. But now I can do it full screen, which is great. Yeah, I still don't have that adapter for my recording window to go on the other screen, so I have to just guess whether it's recording or not using a hotkey. I checked right before I started recording here. But yeah, that's kind of annoying. Which way is the moon spinning? That way. So we're going to land in this crater then. So yeah, this is making things interesting. Yeah, without that adapter, it is difficult. And the reason I don't have it, it actually did come. The eBay page said free shipping. They brought it and said they needed $7 right there or I was not getting it, which is more than 2 times what I paid for it. Well, or about 2 times what I paid for it, so yeah, that stinks. I'm going to probably leave a bad review on that eBay page because if it says free shipping, they shouldn't charge you on arrival. And yeah, sure, international stuff, it should have said that. Yeah, that's what you get when you buy stuff overseas. You can get... What would be the word? Translations can be weird, and I'm sure that has something to do with it. And yeah, so soon I'll do our burn to get us to the surface of the moon, and I'll come back when we're right above the surface, because you've seen landing descents before. We still have a decent amount of fuel left, so that should be good. Yeah, I'm bringing you back just to show, it's amazing how realistic this looks. These shadows, it's crazy. I didn't think this game could look this good. Yeah, I think PCs are the way to go, at least with Kerbal. So this is our final orbitally planned burn. From here it'll just be guesswork. So that's always fun. Yeah, I like to make maneuvers along the way, as you've seen in previous episodes, to help me plan where I'm going. But when what you're doing gets this tiny, it's kind of hard to plan any further. I know I'm going to land in this general area. So yeah, it's time to extend the landing gear. They still need to fix those animations. They're broken. PC and Mac. I think that's just one of the downsides of the new wheel system. They are technically wheels. What does it say? See, wheel stress. So that's strange, I guess. I think we're going to land right here at this spot, so I'm going to try and kill all of my lateral velocity. I want to slow down a lot. I don't want to kill too much of that lateral velocity, though. Oh yeah, we can see some rocks now. Yeah, I want to try and hit right there, so if I just angle it to allow myself to move over, that should be good. Right in this little circular area here. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to kill the engine. And we're going to descend. We'll time accelerate a little bit. Still have plenty of fuel in these outer stages. What I usually do is transfer fuel between them and then manually eject some of them. Because for some reason you can't split apart these multiply put on decouplers anymore in the staging like you used to be able to. Oh. It's really difficult to do, okay? How's that? That a little bit better? Alright, we're below 1,000 meters. I'm gonna really slow down now. Nope, nope, stop doing that. Killing power. And now it'll be a more gentle coast downwards. For the last, what, 500 meters? I'm gonna allow myself to speed up to about 5 meters per second. And I might just speed this up a little bit. Alright, so we're just a few meters above the surface now. Where's the sun? There's the sun. Oh no, it might eclipse us. I want to be able to see where we're going. We almost slowed down a bit too much. I don't feel like hitting a rock. Not too much today. Yay. Trying to fly around is tricky. There we go. And then... Yep, gotta just guide it down. This is one of the more difficult landings I've done. Okay. I guess it worked out because I didn't die. Those shadows look really weird. Those shadows look really weird. Yeah. But now we're down. I'm gonna go and plant a flag, and then we can gather some scientific data. Oh, EVA report, please. Why is that like that? Oh, because it's just above. I probably got it on that one mission where I orbited around the moon and cheated a bunch. Stop falling. Used to Space Engineers where you have something called inertial dampeners when you're using your jetpack. And that's really nice. I hope to get you a series on that pretty soon. But I've got to... I don't want it to be a completely, like, survival series on Space Engineers. There's been a lot of those. I'm going to have a very slight story elements, I think, just to make things a little bit less unanimous. Yeah, with other people's versions of Space Engineers. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got to build a good ship to start out in. So that's been working good. Well, you'll see what I mean. Alright, so this is second moon landing site. So, and this is also Jebediah. So I guess Jebediah's been on the moon twice and no other Kerbal has. I guess I didn't think that through. I couldn't remember. It's been a few months. Why is that not okay? Alright. That's great. And then we're going to take a surface sample over here. Oh, did we get that contract? That got us lots of money. Go over there. Great. I think that pays for the rocket. Take surface sample. That's great. No, don't know what that rock is. 60 science. That's pretty good. RCS on. Yeah, please. Oh, yeah. Slow down. Yeah, these inertial dampeners that I was talking about in Space Engineers, they will hold you in one place. So you've got a computer on your rocket or jetpack that when you turn on your inertial dampeners, it'll automatically hold you in one place using the thrust from the engines. So it's kind of wasteful. It wouldn't work well in Kerbal, but at times it would be very helpful. I'll have to show you what I mean. Anyways, let's log temperature, please. Can you please take the data, though? Yes, remove data. Close the doors, please. I think they look ugly when they're open. So get in there, please, and try not to die too much. Great. Oh yeah, crew report. Did I get that? Good. And I think that's everything. Just that EVA report on the surface. Stop doing that. There we go. Glad to be back on the moon, Jebediah, because you won't be coming back for a while, I can tell you that. EVA report. Yes, you feel very small. Where's Kerbin? Yeah, it does look pretty small. I can see through the ground. Alright. Are there any other biomes around here? Well, I could just do this. What is it? It's Control-Alt-F12. Oh, don't want to do that. Never mind. We're not going to cheat. Because F12, which you need to cheat... Well, I was going to cheat to see a biome map. I've set F12 to my stop recording button. And there's not really a better place for it. So, yeah. Yeah, my pausing and playing button was on F9, and I'm like, I need that because I mess up a lot. Don't want that. That would really stink. Every time I load a quick save, it would unpause the recording, and then you'd be able to see all the times I failed. Ooh. No thanks. I will stick to keeping it how it is. I can avoid cheating. No, I don't cheat. I just used a biomap that one time to save a lot of time. Yeah, I never use infinite fuel or anything on this. So, yeah, now it's time to go home, I think. Jebediah, are you ready? I think we're going to go slightly south to try and pick up on the equator line again. I'm going to transfer... Well, how is this hill? I'm going to transfer the fuel from these two into these. So you go into that one. Then we're going to transfer this fuel into those. So that and that should be empty. Let's see if we can split apart these stages. Please let me split the stages apart more. Okay, guess not. So, yeah. That's great. Gotta do it manually. So the hill's going that way, so we can eject this one first. There we go, we've decoupled that. I'm turning up my volume a little bit, because it's hard to hear. And then, I'm going to turn SAS off, back on. I'm going to try and angle the spacecraft a little bit. Can I pull back? I'm going to decouple that. Try and stay balanced. Okay, Jeb, please start the engine. Thank you. And go slightly to the south. Ooh, no. Which way's the 90-degree line? 90-degree line, but yeah, slightly to the south. Good. There we go. That worked. Somewhat. We're so wasteful. We leave all that junk around. There. And that should help us pick up the equator. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Does that fix that? Yes, it does. Great. Drelu was saying again that I need to start right-clicking on the nodes again. It's going to be a hard habit to make, but I think I can break my old one if I try hard enough. So that's what I'm going to do. Getting lots of speed. That's good. How's our fuel in here? Alright. Oh, man. There we go. That worked. Okay, killing power. Yeah, well, no. Let's see. The equator's right about here, so right about at our apple waps, which I'm going to try and push further, and that lines up pretty well. I just want to have some kind of chance of hitting the Space Center, and if you're coming in at a weird inclination, that's impossible. So, 2 minutes to our burn. I'm going to get us into orbit and back to Kerbin. I'll come back for one of my favorite things, our fun sped up reentry. So I'll see you then. So you may have noticed I added some RCS thrusters. That was for emergency fuel, but I also added them because we can burn the fuel that the cockpit has, and if we don't need the emergency fuel, we can use it on re-entry to lighten the load a little bit and slow down a little bit. Put a small amount, relieve the heat shield slightly of its job. And that helps with overheating slightly. It's pretty good. It's extra weight most of the time, but it is nice to have options. I always like having options, and that's what it provides. But besides that, this is a capsule design that I've been using for a while. The batteries and the solar panels and the probe core, which means we could have sent Bill or Bob. We probably should have, but I was not thinking because I have not played in a while. But I should get over that soon. The water looks really nice. Kind of weird, but it works. Nice coming down in the ocean. Hopefully we won't die this time. No! Yeah, I haven't had particularly good luck with splashdowns recently. But yeah, we can recover the vessel, and hopefully get all that science. I forgot to grab some just above the surface when we were taking off. I was a little bit stressed that we were going to flip over, but that's fine. Yes, good. Almost 200 science. Oh, and we got some funds from recovered parts. No XP gain. Great. I want to check how much that rocket costed. Yeah, our first contract covered it. I believe... Ow. Dang. I believe that will... Yeah, satisfy that. Flyby Duna. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go through here and look at some of these contracts. So now I'm in the research facility, and I think I'm gonna get these bigger capsules. That will help us unlock a lot more. And yeah, that should be good. So now I can... Oh, can I get these? No, I can't get that. Now we gotta build that Keostationary satellite. I believe I have a lifter that can do that. I'm going to work on this now, so I'll be back. Oh yeah, we lost it. See what I mean? Lost it. Ow. So I've built a new booster. This one should actually work. I'm calling it the Altair 4, so I guess we're not completely retired with the Altair. But yeah, here we go. This one's is a lot better than the old one. It is similar in design, but it's actually capable of getting the job done, unlike the old one, which had issues. I would say that it was suicidal, which is not exactly what you want when you're trying to get a reliable lifter to put satellites into orbit. This can definitely get the job done. And this time I'm going the correct direction, and I'm not going to fly off to the north, because I've got to go south. You can see that, yeah, I'm going the correct direction. That's good. Haven't turned over enough to get a good idea. Yeah, it accelerates really quickly with the solid rocket boosters. I'd turn down the thrust limiter further, but, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'd turn it down further, but the big issue with that is, it has trouble getting off the pad at the lower thrust, so it's fine here. You just have to turn over a lot harder and force it around a bit more. But other than that, it's fine. There go the boosters. Yeah, they're a bit ridiculous towards the end. Anyways, yeah, now we're going to turn over on our side. I'm going to try and get the correct angle so that we go into the orbit we want. I'm going to slow down a little bit just to help me turn, but not much more than that. There. Oh, and I forgot to turn that into a clamshell fairing. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, the rocket needs a tiny bit of work, but yeah, it's completely fine. This is all looking good. Should probably pitch up a little bit higher. Might have to pause the recording in a second, but I can come back. There, that's about the angle I want. Should align with it a little bit better. Stop going down. There. I'm going to throttle up to full power now. There. You're definitely at full. How is specific impulse is almost at its highest. Good. So we're close enough to a vacuum. When that hits 320, we know that we're close enough to a vacuum to jettison the fairings. Yep, there we go. The engine's reading an efficiency that it's vacuum efficiency, so even though we're in the atmosphere, it's thin enough that those fairings are just extra weight, and they're not going to help us. Oh, that's looking good. Gonna come down a little bit. How's that looking? A little bit low, but that's fine. 2 degrees. Good. Much better than my test flight. And soon that'll put us in orbit, and then we'll be good. How's our apoapse? Okay. Now it's time to follow the prograde vector completely. And we're about to lose that engine. Going to throttle back slightly to make the deceleration a little bit less insane. There we go. So now I'm going to jettison from this. Engage RCS, thrust forward. This is something I've done before. It's a habit of mine, and it's a good habit to get into because eventually, if they add actual fuel settling, you're going to want to be in the habit of burning some RCS. Ooh, that's not good. Looks like we're descending. Oh. That's really not good. Guess we passed our apoapse. Can I get it back? Well, how much do I have to pitch up to get it back? Come on, please. Can I get it back? Yes, I can get it back. It's inefficient, but it's fine. I've got a ton of RCS fuel, so I'm going to burn a lot of it. Yeah, this did not happen in my test. We've got to climb, not go down. Guess we're gaining lateral velocity, but it's not the way I wanted to do it. Real rockets do go past their apoapse a little bit, but not like this. There, that's climbing. I'm going to have to watch this from the map view. I'm going to pause the recording and try and get us into orbit. I might be able to get it. We might not have enough fuel, but we can always go the rest of the way on RCS. So I will be back. Alright, so I'm about to finish the burn, and that should get us the contract. I'm trying to get it as precise as possible. I want this geosynchronous orbit, sorry, keosynchronous orbit to be as precise as possible. I always like really precise orbits. Come on. Come on. Oh, and there goes Emma yelling about something again. That's pretty good. Let's see what they think about that. You're not happy with that? Why are you upset? I'm almost perfectly aligned. 520. Hang on. That's fine. Everything lines up just about perfectly. Maybe they're not happy about the apoapse and periapse being slightly off position. Yeah, they're not happy about that? Within marginal deviation, so they want it ridiculously close. Alright, I'll come back when I get that. Okay, they're finally happy with us. That took a long time. But yeah, there we go. They gave us a ton of money. So let's see. Here's our satellite. I'm going to disable the RCS, disable that. I'm going to turn it so we can actually see it. Okay, re-enabling the SAS. So I designed it so that it'll get sun at any angle, and that'll help it a lot. We don't ever have to worry about this probe dying. I'm going to extend all the transmitters. Extend that one. Extend that one. Come on. There it goes. Then we'll extend these. It's a lot more compact than the old version, and in my opinion it looks a lot nicer. There's Kerbin down there. So yeah. And with the solar panels, again, yeah, it's not going to die. It should be able to last forever. And it has plenty of RCS fuel to make little changes. Now I'm going to switch to this stage, which does not have solar panels. It only has a probe core and some RCS, and I'm going to try and deorbit it. Or at least get it out of the way. Just do that. And can we ignite the engine, please? Okay, I'm not getting a fuel reading, but whatever. There we go, we've got full power. That should bring us down very quickly. Oh, and I'll try and do it gently so that we don't burn up too horribly. If the engine goes first, we might actually even be able to survive. Let's see. I'm going to get this down to around, I don't know. Let's just say 55 kilometers. And I'm going to watch this, and I'll come back with the results. Nah, I'm just going to crash it. Let's watch it crash. That's always fun. No, not that way. Come on. There we go. We're going to slam it into the atmosphere as quickly as possible. Enjoyed the crash. It's not getting recovered, I can tell you that much. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Yep, it's dead. Great. Space Center, please. Oh no, I'm not reverting that flight, because that went well. Stop. There it goes. It's done loading. So now we just have to do these things. Yeah, hopefully we'll send a probe to do in the next episode, or maybe not. Maybe I'll find something else to do. Who knows? But thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're new to my channel, I've been gaining a lot of subscribers recently. Please comment on this episode what you subscribed for, because I want to know what my subscribers like and what videos I should be making more of. Of course, my channel is centered on Kerbal Space Program, so I'm not going to stop doing this anytime soon. But for other series, are you guys interested in Space Engineers? Do you want Minecraft back? I personally think I'm done with that, but if you guys wanted it back, I could do it. Or a series like that. Just please tell me in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I probably said that. I'll see you next episode. Have a nice day.